The lawyers that represented me down south, Freshfields, used to say, we act for the Queen of England, the Bank of England, the Church of England, and Dan Peña. Same award ceremony, they go up to my dad. I told my dad just keep his mouth shut, but no. They put the mic in his mouth, in his face, says, Mr. Peña, you must be very proud of your son. Yeah. He says, my son is successful not because of me, but in spite of me. See, your parents want to live vicariously through your success. If they're living vicariously through your success, they must be fucking total failures. And I'm not suggesting you go home and tell mom and dad over the weekend all this. Don't waste time on things you can't change. You're never going to change your parents. That ain't going to happen, kids. So you got to want this to do it on your own. Sometimes you will wind up by yourself, but it's lonely at the top, and eagles fly alone. And they don't hang, they don't go to the World Cup, they don't do any of those things. You're either going to want success, and again, I'm talking about generational wealth, that normally would take 20, 25 years. You decide that it's worth the sacrifice. But I will tell you, if your significant other isn't on board, you can't fight a war on two fronts. Hitler and Napoleon proved that. So your significant other's got to be on your side for this, because there's a lot of sacrifice, not just for you, but for them, or her or he, depending on which end. But you have to ascertain whether it's worth it or not. You know, I've said before, and Elon Musk said, I would rather commit seppuku, that's Harry Carey, kill myself than fail. I've said I would rather be dead than poor again. You have to ascertain, but the best way is surround yourself with people that want success like you want success. Find people. I tell people to join Toastmasters. I tell people to go to Rotary. I tell people to go to improvisation, learn how to speak better through acting classes. Join the clubs you can't afford, cannot afford. The glass is half full, it's never half empty. But when you get used to pulling the trigger, take an action. Not by listening to pods, you just get used to it. We have a thing that we have to do something to scare yourself every day. And just think about it, you know, just imagine if you weren't afraid. So I have to jump out of planes and do stuff like that because I'm pretty much not afraid of anything. We've had emotional breakdowns because the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You want to do it so bad. You want to be able to support your family. You want to do all this stuff. But the 6th, 7th, or 8th month of working 100 hours a week, fuck, I mean, it's a bitch. And some of normally the first 3 to 10 weeks, you get sick. Your immune system is so weak. You get the flu, and you get this, and you get that, and you wind up, you get a sore back, and it's because you haven't pushed yourself. You wouldn't know tough times if a bitch in the arse. You just wouldn't. This guy who I happen to know, when he left home to start this, he called his mother from the airport. He didn't want her to have a scene and screaming and crying. Mom, I'm leaving. I'm going to California. And he left. He left without a job. He gets to Silicon Valley. He teaches himself how to program over the weekend. He goes to a job, one of the Silicon Valley deals, gets the job. He's working 60 hours a week, supporting himself on his programming job, and he's working 60 hours a week cold calling and finding businesses. Sometimes you have a little success, and subconsciously, how long can I do this? Has there been an accident? Am I a one-trick fuck? Can I only do this one time? After you're successful, then what are people going to expect of me? And so you have all these things, and you start to question yourself. And pretty soon, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Pretty soon you stop doing it. I may be wrong, but I'm never in doubt. You never hear Bill Gates be in doubt. You never hear Musk be in doubt. Sure as hell they're wrong plenty of times, but they're never in doubt. When you surround yourself with people that are never in doubt, and you exhibit some leadership skills, that success becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm so used to being successful, I gobsmacked when I'm not.